Ah, gentlemen, what's going on, family? It's your man, DeAndre Saxon, back for another video. And I have a special guest with me. I have my lovely, beautiful girlfriend, Irene, here. Hello, Irene.
Hi, guys. I'm so excited to be here.
Welcome to the channel. Guys, so what we're talking about is we're teaching my girlfriend how to build a school community. So, Irene, tell them a little bit about yourself, and then we're to get into building a school community because she wants to become a 10K per month online digital marketer. But before we get into that, she has to learn the basics. And why not teach my beautiful girl these concepts that I'm teaching y'all, gentlemen, here on Instagram, sorry, on YouTube, how to do as well.
All right, my name is Irene, and I'm a nail tech for 2 years. I originally live in Kentucky, and yeah, I'm new to this whole digital marketing game, but I'm super excited, and I'm learning from the best. So I'm excited.
Yeah, show me your nails. You have some nice nails
Yeah,
here.
so I actually do nails, acrylic nails specifically. And yeah, that's all I've been doing these past 2 years, and this is totally new for me. I've never done anything like this, so I'm like 100% new.
Awesome. So let's make it happen. Okay, so guys, let's go ahead and we're going to start off by building a school community. So the cool thing about Irene is she's already developed a nice personal brand. She has a little under 15,000 followers on Instagram. So what our objective is this. We want to go ahead and take the brand that she's built around modeling and around nails, and we want to transition that into an online digital community where she can then monetize and make $10,000 a month or more around her personal brand. So I believe one of the best ways to do that is two things. Number one, a personal brand. Number two, a school community. And I guess number three, as a bonus, we want to go ahead and throw Instagram. So we're going to put those three in a pot and we're going to develop a six-figure business. So let's go ahead and Irene, why we're going to do a school group. Okay. You already understand the purpose of a personal brand because you have one up already. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Skool. So the reason I like Skool is because of the community aspect of it. One of the biggest marketers, two of the biggest marketers, Sam Ovens, who's taught me how to build my first seven-figure business, which is he goes a lot around infrastructure systems, okay, which we're going to be talking about today's video, building systems out. And Alex Hormozy, who has one of the biggest communities, they partner together. They're like the giants when it comes to marketing. And so what happens is one of my mentors told me, wherever the big money goes, you should flow, okay? So I think that these big marketers, they're going to be pushing this billion-dollar company, which is Skool. And I think in about 6 months, everybody and their mom, all the little digital marketers, all the moms, everybody's going to be talking about Skool. So I think that right now we're going before the trend. So I say become the trend, don't join the trend. So that's on the marketing side. But what does that have to do with us? I believe that right now is the perfect time for people to build a community because people want to be a part of something. They're tired of being sold things. They don't want to see ads. They don't want to do hard sales close. They want to connect with people and something called a brand pillar, which maybe we'll talk about in another video. A brand pillar is essentially different aspects about what you like in your brand and your personality that people can gravitate towards. So one of the things that my brand pillars is business. I like lifestyle design, which is basically going where you live best. I talk about dating on this channel, which I know you see before because I just had experience with that, as you probably know, right? Obviously, things of like living in foreign countries, all these different aspects, so people can kind of gravitate towards my brand because of things like this. So later on in potentially another video, we'll build those brands. But right now, we're just going to talk about getting started in a school community and what it would look like to get you launched up. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's share the screen here, gentlemen. So let's take a look at this. Okay. So I call this the school funnel. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take your Instagram and I know it looks really confusing right now. Okay. This looks a lot. Trust me, I'm going to break it down for you every step, but here's what it looks like in a simple sense. We're going to take all those followers that you have on Instagram around nails, around modeling, around basically personal branding, digital content, these kind of concepts that these girls like about you. And we're going to put them all inside of this community around these brand pillars. Okay. And through that, we're going to create digital products, which can be courses. It can be Zoom calls. It can be events. It could be ebooks, different things like that we can then monetize by giving value to them. But before we go into selling and making money, we have to first organize that group and funnel people into this community. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Do you understand the word funnel?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and I call this the school funnel. So what we're going to do is step number one in this process is we're going to start with a new follower ad. Okay. Now there's two ways that we can run an ad. The first one is a paid ad, which is basically boosting a post on Instagram. Yeah. Another type of ad is a free ad, which is essentially you talking to your customers. It can be a post or like a reel or a story, but essentially it's still an ad, but not necessarily having to pay for it. Does that make sense? So either way, we're going to do something called a new follower ad. Okay. So here's our objective for this ad is we want to gain new followers. We want to get profile visits. And the pro tip is we can run something called retargeting ads, but we're not going to worry about the retargeting ads right now. We're going to keep this super simple. But here's what it looks like, okay? Is we're going to run an ad on yours. We're going to create this ad, script it, okay? And for $20 a day, we're going to funnel and get Instagram to bring people over to your Instagram profile, brand new people. Because we have these girls that you have now, these 15,000 girls, but we want to get new ones, right? Every single day, consistency. I truly believe that one of the best and most important ways to grow is with advertising and paid ads. It's consistent. I believe that organic marketing it's not controllable. You're waiting on the Instagram algorithm gods to bless you with reach. One day your reel blows up, the next way it's not. And so you're on this consistent hamster wheel of always having to create content. I mean, you're having to make content for your nails every day. If you want to get customers for your nail business, you got to be making content, which is great. We're going to have that. But one thing that we can control and scale to the next level is we want to have ads that we can control with the dollar amount and go to the next level. Okay. So we're going to have our daily content with our reels, mix that with our ads. Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to come back over here. So we're going to launch an ad for $20 a day. And so what we're going to do is that ad is going to get people to land on your Instagram profile. Okay. Almost like a website or a landing page. Okay. So what we're going to do is we have to optimize your Instagram. So one of the first things that we're going to optimize here is our I help statement, which I know I've helped you out already. So if you guys look at her Instagram, she already has that. And essentially what an I help statement is, so when somebody lands on your page, you have to tell them exactly what you're doing. One of the biggest mistakes that most people have on Instagram is they're not telling people what they do. All right. Especially if you're trying to get business, unless you're an entertainer or just using social media for, personal entertainment. But if you're trying to make money off of it, you have to tell people exactly what you do. And one of the forms of it is an I help statement. Saying, for example, I help people monetize their personal brand. I help, girls get their nails done, whatever it is. I help lets people know exactly what it is that you do. Okay. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to want to put a link in your bio to your Skool group. One of the biggest mistakes I see a lot of girls in digital marketing do is they do like link trees. I'm sure you've seen these before, right? Link trees, or what'd you call it last time?
A milkshake.
A milkshake. She said a milkshake. And I'm like, yo, I think she's like messing with me or something. I never heard of a milkshake, right? But it's another like link tree type app. One of the biggest mistakes that these girls do is that they have multiple links in their bio. And so what happens when these people come, they get confused because it's like, should I click on her YouTube channel or her TikTok or her Skool group or this or that? And what happens is you start to lose traction on all those people, on those eyeballs, and on that attention. We want to get all those attention, all those eyeballs, and we want to follow them to your product where you can make money from it. So we want to be very direct. So the link in our bio will go directly to what we're trying to sell. One link, one place, and keep very focused. Okay. And in the case of us building a Skool community, we're going to link your Skool community in your bio. Okay. Which I'll show you how to do later on. The next thing is we want to build out something called your ecosystem. So when somebody lands on your page, they literally have 30 seconds, you have 30 seconds to convince that person, should I follow her or should I not follow her? Okay. Because you're spending money for that, right? Whether you're running an ad or whether you're scripting it out, you're spending money for these people to land on your page. We have just like that to get them involved. So what we're going to do, you see these here in this example here, you see these pinned posts here. We're going to use this strategically to let these girls know what you're about. Okay. So here's the first one. The first one, as you can see here, is my story. You're going to tell them a quick little brief summary of who you are. How old are you? Where do you come from? And that will get the people to relate to you on a personal level. Before you're selling them anything, they have to be able to know, like, and trust you before they've joined your group or buy any of your products. Okay. So the best way to do that is telling them your story. Second thing we're going to do here is we're going to invite them over to your Skool community. Okay. This is what we consider our offer. We're going to educate the people on, hey, join my Skool community because you're going to get blank or blank. You're going to get these results. You're going to learn from these. You're going to learn these things. You're going to get these type of results. So we're going to invite them over to our Skool community and let them know our offer in this second one. In this third one, we're going to have a testimonial or a case study. So you doing nails, you have a lot of content on your page now showing other girls' nails and the results that you do. So girls will see that and be like, wow, I want nails like that. And they'll want to join you and book a call with you or book an appointment with you, right? Yeah. So in the same thing here, we're gonna show people what they're getting out of your community, whether it's just excitement or just being heard, whatever it is, we're gonna show that here. Okay, so that's number one is your story. Number two is school course invite. Number three is a testimonial or a case study. Okay, so that is really important that we optimize our Instagram with our bios, our link in our bio, and then our pinned post. And the reason we're gonna do all of this is we want to gain a new follower, but we want to gain a targeted follower because, for example, what good is say 15,000 followers if nobody's buying from you?
Yeah.
Right? Because there's a lot of girls that have thousands of followers, but yet they're not making any money. True. Because it's almost like a flashlight, right? Because we have this ring light on us right now. We have this ring light that's literally putting light on your face and on my face. It's a flashlight. But if we had a laser, it wouldn't be able to do that. It'd be a one focus point. Yeah. What we want to do is we want to take all this attention, which is like this ring light all over the place. And we want to focus it in on one place, like a laser, which is going to be your school community, taking all those girls, all those people into one spot. Is that making sense?
Yes.
As any questions as far as like you're optimizing your Instagram page, what it looks like, or where we're going to find these people? Any questions on this part?
As far as the school, do you think that it's okay just to have one course specifically teaching one thing, or is it okay to have different types of things that you teach inside of your school?
That's a really good question. So when we get to the school course section, we'll talk about that. But what I would like to piggyback on is something called your brand pillars. So brand pillars is what are like the 4 to 5 things that you stand for, that you personally enjoy, that you would like to do for free in your life. Let's just say you're a billionaire and you want to do these things. And what we're going to do is we're going to put that out into Instagram, put that out into the universe so we can attract people that also like those things. So for example, my little brother, as you met him, Javon, he likes anime. I do not like anime one bit. Like, I can't sit there. I don't understand anime, but I know there's people that truly like, there's YouTube channels built, $1 million YouTube channels built around anime. That is not my thing. What it is my thing though, is I really like to watch car racing videos. I love exotic cars. I like racing cars. So I can sit there and watch videos about engines of Ferraris and the new cars coming out, where some people don't care about cars. I would, if I was the last person in the world, I would still want a Ferrari, right? So everybody has this little community. So what we're going to do is we're going to find those things that you like, put it out into the universe, and we can create course material around that inside of your school community. But when we get to the course section, we'll talk about that. Okay.
I do have 2 other questions. The first one is, I know that right now, all of the things that you have in your pin post, I have in my stories highlights. So would that be something I should put in my post? Should I optimize that? How should I go about that?
Good question. I haven't even done a training on that yet. So the pin post, most people are not going to go look at the highlights right away because they don't know you. Because remember, somebody's going to land on your page, on your Instagram page, almost like a website. And within 30 seconds, they're either going to follow you or not follow you. Okay. So those brand new people are not following you. They're not going to go watch your Instagram stories. That's more for nurturing content, which we'll talk about a little bit later. That's a really good question. I haven't even thought of and taught the gentleman here watching this video, Yeah. Good. All right. Anything else?
One other question.
Yeah.
As far as running ads, do you think I should boost it, or should I go as far as like Meta Business Suite and run them professionally, or how can I go about the ads?
Good question. You could do both. Okay. I personally run them from Meta Business Suite because I have a little bit more features, which I can show you a little bit later, maybe in another video. You can do both. If you don't have any experience in Business Manager, if you're watching this video, you can simply boost it. I would recommend, I'll come out with the video showing you how to do it. That way you're not just blowing any money, so you can get your targeting right, making sure you're doing it right, and even scripting it out or ad correctly. But we can do another series video. By the way, guys, if you're liking this series here, go ahead and comment below, and I'll make another video showing her how to script the ad, how to create ads, how to launch it all right here, get her school community going. But yeah, that's some content we'd have to show the guys here how to make. Sound good?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, let's keep going. So step number 1 here, all of that is just basically to get new followers. This is called traffic. We want to get people. If you have 1 million people landing on your Instagram page every single month, you will make money, guaranteed. But most people don't have that luxury. So they either have to wait for Instagram or you can pay for it. We're going to do both in this series, okay? So all of that is just to get a new follower. I know it's a lot, but it's what we got to do. Now, what are we going to be doing now? Next is, once we have this, our stories. This is what our stories are going to look like. We're going to be creating daily story content and reels, pointing your followers over to your school community.
Okay.
So in your story, you can have your nail content. You could be talking about your travels here to to California, just daily life. But at least once or twice a day, you're going to want to funnel people or link to your school community, just letting people know, just like how you're wanting to get girls to book nails for you. educating them, showing them, hey girls, if you like nails, if you like modeling, if you like UGC, if you want to build a digital marketing business, I have a community of nail loving UGC model, good looking girls that want to build digital businesses, right? There's girls out there like that, right? And you're going to put them in a group. So at least advertising and letting them know via your stories and your reels that you have a community at least once or twice per day. Okay. So now let's go to step 2 in the process, which is our DMs. Okay. So we're going to be using our DMs to funnel people to the Skool community by identifying their problems. Okay. So let me explain this. Not everybody is going to just click the link in your bio and join your Skool community. Now, let's just say 40% of them do, and some of them are joining from your stories. But not everybody will. They have questions. They want to build a relationship with you. They might ask you, hey, girly, like, I like your nails, but blase, blase. Are you teaching nails in your course, right? All these different questions. Yeah. What we're going to do is I want you to see the DMs as your money makers, okay? What we're going to be doing there is we're not going to be selling them to book an appointment with nails. We're not going to be selling them to try to buy a course. We just want to sell them that, hey, that question that you have, I created a video for that inside my Skool community. Hey, let's just say somebody's asking, hey, how can I build a digital marketing business as a model or something like this, right? You say, hey, I just created a YouTube video about that inside my Skool community. Here's the link and join. So it's like you're getting people value, but the way they're going to get the value is by joining your Skool community. Okay, you're not selling them anything. You're just going to get them to the group. Okay, so they're gonna have a problem. You're gonna solve it by sending them a link to your Skool community. Is that making sense? Yes. So that way, there's a what's the word? There is a reason for people to join your group, because most people don't want to join a group. Like, who wants to just join a group? Yeah. They want to be a part of something. Like, think about something like maybe in high school that you'd like. There was a group of people that you identified as, for example, you identify as a model, you identify as a nail tech. So if there was a nail tech / modeling event happening in Louisville, Kentucky, you'd probably want to go because that's your community, right? Yes. You'd get value from networking with other girls. Yes. That's what you're going to want to see that as here as well, okay? All right. And so now let's go ahead and let's go to step 3 in the process, which is the actual Skool community, okay? And YouTube content, because I also know you have a YouTube channel as well, okay, that you're building. And so it's really cool that we're going to look at this here, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to host a free community on Skool where you're going to answer questions, give value, and educate your customers and get feedback from them on the type of content they should make. So remember, you're asking me about what kind of courses should I make? Well, right now, the only content that we're going to be posting is on those brand pillars that we'll talk about a little bit later, the things that you like. And then you're going to be educating, you're going to be giving value, you're going to be answering questions and getting feedback from girls that also like that. And by you talking to them, they will literally give you the answers of what to actually create. So maybe they want a video, not on so much how to build, like make nice nails. They want to know how to get customers for their nails. Yeah. But imagine if you spent 2 weeks, scripting out a course, editing a course, putting all this course together, and you find out that girls don't really care about how to actually design nails. Yeah. They care more about getting customers for their nail business, and you would have wasted that time. You see, so that way, by getting educated and talking to your customers, you can be more in tune with their community. Does that make sense?
A lot more sense. Yeah.
Okay, and like I mentioned before, what we're going to do is we're going to send videos linked within your Skool community course section to solve their problems. So this is how the YouTube section, and I'll show you this here, what it looks like. What will happen is we're going to make videos on YouTube, and then we're going to take those videos and organize them inside the course section within Skool. So if a girl says, hey, I want help on how to get nail, clients, you're going to send her that YouTube video, but instead of her just sending her the link, we're going to send her the link to the video within the community. Is that making sense? Yes. Because now we have a new girl that just joined the community and we gave her value in advance, right? Yes. Okay. So now let's go to nurturing. Okay. Basically what nurturing is helping people know, like, and trust you. That's the best way I can explain this right here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to nurture people via the Skool course section. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go inside of Skool, and I'll show you what this looks like. We're going to go inside the classroom, and you can see my courses that are inside of here. Okay. So if you open up, say, for example, how to build a high ticket program, I have an entire course teaching people from point A to Z, or A to B rather, how to build a high ticket program, from pricing to understanding to market research, all completely for free on here. Okay. So when we come back over here, you can see that I'm nurturing them. So here's a pro tip: is we're going to post weekly content on YouTube and organize it into a free course within Skool. Okay. And something called a CTA means a call to action. Okay. Any questions on this? I know it's a lot, by the way. By the way, guys, if you're liking this content, go ahead and drop a like in the comment section. No, hit the like button. Drop a comment if you're liking this and this is making sense, right? But Irene, are we caught up? I know this is a lot. Maybe CTAs. You use CTAs already daily in your business, but any questions up to this point so far?
So I know starting off with the community, you don't want to charge, but how exactly could you actually monetize this free community?
Good question. So I love her thinking. She's already thinking about monetizing, and once again, we'll get to that a little bit later in the funnel. So that moves on to the next section here, which is creating the actual product. Okay, so we have all these girls in the community. Let's just say we got together 300 girls, 500 girls. Which, let's be honest, this is going to take time. This could take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. It just depends on how consistently you're posting content and how good you are at creating value for these girls to get them into the group. Okay, once you get them in the group, they will tell you what to create for them. You'll be engaging with them, talking to them every single day, and they'll tell you what to build. Now, in this section here, this is where people that have a coaching offer, an agency, consulting, this is where they could be booking calls. Okay, so in another video, we'll be creating a digital product that you can have that we can eventually start selling to these girls. Whether it's a $200 digital product or maybe a $2,000 digital product, we will create that, not from us just coming up with it out of our heads, but what the community wants because they're asking you for it. Okay. So typically, this is where if you have a coaching or consulting offer, you would book a call with your community. And the way you're going to do that is via the welcome DMs, the pin posts within the Skool group. And I'll show you all of these here in a second. Course video CTA. So after you make a YouTube video, there'll be a CTA for them to book a call with you. Content that you're posting, let's just say you're scripting out a new blog within your Skool community, there can be a CTA for them to book a call there. Or you're having monthly events, whether it's a webinar, events, meet and greets, or you guys just hanging out and drinking wine on a Friday, right? Whatever it is, you're having these events so that you also invite people over through these pieces of content. And from there, you can sell your products, right? You can close high ticket clients, get an MRR client on the back end of your Skool group. Okay, so what we're doing is the front of the group itself is going to be free, but we're going to be selling stuff on the back end, which is could be a high ticket product or whatever you want to sell. Let's just say press on nails, whatever things that you like, to the community via this system here. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So essentially what we're doing here, and the reason we're doing this whole system here, is long form content on our YouTube channel is going to be able to nurture our audience. Okay, the faster you can get your new followers to consume your long form content, the better you are to making a full-time income with the Skool community. Okay, because the average person needs at least 7 hours of content before they're ready to buy your product. Okay, and that the coolest thing about it is YouTube is going to do all the selling for you. So let's just say you're making 2 videos a week. Somebody will go sit down and watch the last 3, 4, 5 of your YouTube videos and feel enough trust because they know you, like you, trust you, they relate to your brand pillars, that they'll be willing to buy the product that you have because you've given them so much value in the community, so much value in the course, so much value in everything that they want to book a call with you to go to the next level because you've given them results all completely for free. So they're thinking to themselves, wow, like if she did this for me for free, imagine what this will look like in a paid program.
Right. Exactly.
And so that's what this will look like. I know it's super complex, but really there's only 4 steps, and we'll go ahead and summarize it. Number 1 is getting new followers or traffic, getting all those people over to your Instagram so you can build a community. Okay. Second step is getting them in the DMs. Okay. Because not everybody will click the link in your bio. Not everybody will click the link in your story, but they will DM you. Getting all those people in your DMs over to the Skool group. Okay. Number 3 in the process is having a Skool group, right? Having a community where you have some YouTube content in there, which you just post maybe you can do little 1 YouTube video a week, just showing girls things that you like. Talk about nails, talk about UGC, talk about things that you like. And whenever those girls have a question, you just send them the YouTube video. And then the 4th step in the process is selling the products and services. So whether you're watching this content right now and you already have products, this is where you sell it. Or in the case of Irene here, we're going to have to create some products. So make sure you subscribe below because in the next video, we'll start scripting out some of those products that we can create and make sure that you guys get results in the process, just like Irene here. Okay. Any final questions you have?
I do have one final question. What do you recommend more selling on the course? Would you say, I know a lot of ladies now are doing like $297 little digital products, or, they're selling $500 products, but they're not really showing them how to implement. It's more information. So how would you go about that? Would you sell like a high ticket where you're like actually implementing the steps to getting results? Or would you sell something that requires less work, but it's less money? Like, what would you go about that?
That's a really good question. And each of them has their pros and cons. This is something that we might even create a whole new video about when we create your digital product.
Okay.
On the lower end, it's selling things that are under, say, $300. Okay. Let's just say, break down the math here. So let's just say somebody wants to make $10,000 a month. We're going to take out the calculator, and everybody should be doing this, by the way. Let's just say you want to make $10,000 a month. We're going to divide that by 30 days. That's $333 a day. Okay. So that means if somebody wants to make $10,000 a month, in this case, or you want to make 10K a month, you have to make at least $333 a day. So let's just say you have to find one customer every single day to buy from you a product that's $333. Or you can find one customer to buy something for you for $10,000. Or you can find two customers for you to buy something for $5,000, and so on and so forth, right? So let me ask you a question. Would you rather find 30 customers or rather find, say, 2 customers?
2.
So and they're so much more easier to manage, right? Now, even because it's more expensive, you might be thinking, well, it's probably harder to sell. And the truth is, it's actually easier to sell. Because the people who have $5,000 to sell or to buy something, they're buying something because they want a specific result. Okay. So, and now this is a lot here, but we're going to be able to break this down. And when you start to sell high ticket products, you'll be able to make more money. You have more time, and you can build systems in place, and like this whole system here, so you can have other people actually delivering the product within the community. Okay. So we'll create a video about this in a later video. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So hopefully you got a lot of value from this. Make sure you subscribe below. If you want to see another video like this, where we're actually take her into creating the Skool group, building the communities, launching the ads, scripting the ads, creating digital products, any of this stuff, go ahead and let us know in the comment below. We'll make another video and go from there. So it is DeAndre Saxon signing out with beautiful Irene. See you guys later.
Bye.